Here's your WNEM TV5 News Update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Chet Davis, and here's a look at the top stories we're following tonight. Nearly 2,000 homes and businesses in Midland will have their electricity interrupted overnight next week. Consumers Energy says it's replacing a pole and equipment near the intersection of M20 and M30 on April 24th. The project begins at 11 that night, and power interruptions could last as late as 7 the next morning. The utility company says the work is part of an effort to reduce the number of power outages and that affected customers were sent a letter. The state's first measles outbreak in 6 years is in Montcalm County. Montcalm County health officials are reporting 2 new measles cases, and this outbreak was initially linked to a large ongoing outbreak in Ontario. There are currently 7 confirmed cases in Michigan this year. At this time, there are no new public exposure sites. A major price increase for water in Owasso is up for consideration, and residents can learn more next week. The city is planning a more than $207 million investment to improve the water and sewer system. The 5-year plan includes repairs to the wastewater treatment plant, the sewer collection system, replacements of water mains, and more. City leaders say the plan would raise quarterly bills 167% over the next 5 years. 2026 would see the highest increase at 36%. The City Council will discuss the plan during 3 separate meetings starting Monday, with another session on Wednesday and again on May 7th. Each meeting starts at 6:30 at the Owasso High School Performing Arts Center. The meetings will also be live streamed on Zoom. Now here's Chris with your first alert forecast.
Chet, we've got some rain out to our west tonight. That's eventually going to move in as we head toward tomorrow morning. We will get multiple waves of showers and storms tomorrow, though it will be a timing factor when it comes to our severe weather chances. I think the first round comes through later tonight. We'll likely get through this evening just fine, but it's overnight and into the first hours of tomorrow morning that will likely see some showers and thunderstorms pass through. These are not expected to be severe. They may have some hail with them and could have some good lightning. However, we do expect those to move off to the east without much trouble. By Friday at 10 o'clock, we're mostly dry over the area. There are a few models that are hinting at some development towards midday as a warm front moves through. Not thinking this is going to be terribly widespread at this point, but the fact that all of our models seem to be hinting at it, we will respect that chance. I think we dry out pretty quickly after that. And that's when that cap really takes hold tomorrow afternoon. The warmer air aloft that prevents thunderstorm development. Most of the afternoon looks to be on the quieter side. And then you'll also notice anything that does try to develop, there's really not much intensity to it. That's also that cap working against thunderstorm development. I think eventually that gives way as the cold front comes through on Friday night. However, a lot of that is coming at a time where we're losing our storm energy. So while storms are possible, they may not carry the same intensity as they would have earlier in the afternoon. Friday evening, we're still under a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow. Other areas under a marginal risk, suggesting a slightly lower chance in those green areas. Your severe risks are mostly wind and hail. However, the tornado threat, while low, is not zero. Your low temperatures tonight are expected to drop to the 40s and 50s. Tomorrow, highs are expected to be in the 70s over most of the area. Could be some 60s a little bit farther to the north. Your 7-day forecast shows temps in the 50s this weekend. A chance for an evening shower Sunday. Otherwise, a decent weekend. Some chances for rain early next week on Monday. A few more on Wednesday. Otherwise, temperatures staying pretty warm through early next week.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.